Today is Bell Let's Talk Day, and data from Statistics Canada shows middle-aged men are more likely to die from suicide than any other demographic. But there are ways to help. Joining us now is Seth McVeity, who is the lead of the Buddy Up program. Seth, we're going to get into the Buddy Up program in just a moment. But first, from your view, why are men at such a high risk for this?
Well, there's often a few things why men are at risk. Often they're socialized not to talk about their emotions as a group. Men may mask their stress and deal with emotional pain through harmful behaviors and actions, and sometimes suicide instead of seeking help. So often, or sometimes coping strategies can become their own risks.
So let's talk about ways we can help those around us. You have the Buddy Up program. Can you explain how it works?
Yeah, sure. Buddy Up is a men's suicide prevention campaign. And really, what it looks to do is to promote authentic conversations among men and their buddies. So, those conversations are looking for warning signs, starting that conversation, asking questions, and connecting them with support, really taking on that role of a friend. Buddy Up seeks to raise awareness, but it also provides the first steps of how to support those around you. We have champions sign up across the country to build awareness, skills in their relationships, communities, and organizations. And so we really want to create a Canada where no man faces thoughts of suicide alone. And so we provide resources, training, promotional materials, and all this to really help that cause.
Now, what advice do you have for men or anybody out there, really? Because we talk about men having this reflex of not sharing, they also don't have the skills to maybe ask. So what advice do you have for people who are friends who are looking to connect more with people they may think are in trouble or otherwise?
Yeah, well, having conversations about suicide, or if you know somebody that might be struggling with thoughts of suicide, is a hard conversation to have. But there are some simple steps. If you go to buddyup.ca, we have 4 steps of how to talk to somebody that you're worried about. So those 4 steps are kind of looking out for what may kind of potential things that they may be struggling with. Starting a conversation, choosing a place where they're comfortable, asking deeper questions, asking directly about suicide, and then connecting them support. So one great example is 988. That's the National Suicide Crisis Helpline, and it's available 24/7. So that's a great resource that individuals can access.
Now, a lot of times men have trouble making friends later in life. They hang on to friends from earlier and then struggle to find adult friends. Do you have any advice for those who are seeking a connection, maybe closer to home, or the ability to reach out to make a new friend?
Yeah, I think one hard thing is, especially when men get into kind of that age range of 45 to 64, that's where we see the highest number of suicides. That's kind of where an age where men can kind of get stuck and feel like they have to rely on themselves. So, and that's due to things like relationship breakdown, maybe there's potential health decline, financial responsibilities. And so those spaces where men are really make a difference for them. So when you're at work, that's a great place to be making those friendships. If you're religious in your church or joining social groups, there's lots of different ways. There's also different programs that are done throughout the world or throughout Canada. So for example, Men's Sheds is a great one. Those spaces where men can connect, and you can find those depending on your local area, but just looking for where men are and showing up as yourself.
Seth, we really appreciate the Buddy Up program and all your insight for us this morning.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ken.
Now, as mentioned, it is Bell Let's Talk Day. To access support and donate, you can visit bell.ca/Let's Talk. You can also find out more from the Buddy Up program by visiting buddyup.ca.